Thank you for joining me today. We are talking about our friendship with God based on my sermon last week. I find it amazing that God, who is your creator, God who is your judge, God who has to be revered, has to be honored, has to be obeyed, God who demands obedience from you and me as well. That same God is calling you and me His friend. Sometimes we worry and we feel like, I don't want to go down this road of friendship with God because maybe I'll become too familiar with God. And I'm not asking you to become God's buddy. I don't think that is the intention here. You and I relate to God as a king. So the development of our friendship with God is like that of a king. And you've got to remember that. And a king's relationship with you and your relationship with a king will be very different to your relationship with your friend. With your friend, you may be able to be buddy-buddy, but with God, definitely not, because God is superior and greater, but still He desires to have that face-to-face time with you. So with a sense of reverence and fear, you and I develop our relationship with God. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing that the Alpha and the Omega, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who just spoke and everything came into being, the one who looks at you and me, one little speck on the earth, and He says, I desire to develop a friendship with you and call you my friend. I'm going to just highlight some of the things I shared on Sunday that I think would help you to develop your friendship with God. The first thing is, based on the relationship God had with Moses, is you have to make time to draw close to Him. I know sometimes we get busy and we've got to go places maybe early in the morning, but I have got a time with God early in the morning, very early in the morning, and it doesn't have to be long, but it's a face-to-face time with God where I stop and I listen to His word and I worship and I talk to Him as well. It is important, if you want a friendship with God, to cultivate that time, that closeness with Him. And you don't do it from a distance. You don't do it every now and then. An acquaintance you see every now and then, and you could be friendly and so on. But a close relationship, if you desire to have that with God, you've got to develop that on a day-to-day basis. So remember, first of all, if you want to develop this closeness with God, make time regularly, spend quality time with God. The second thing I said on Sunday as well, you got to revere Him. You can enjoy that closeness, that intimacy, and build it with a deep reverence for God. In fact, Psalm 25:14 says, the friendship of the Lord is for those who fear Him, and He makes known to them His covenant. Psalm 24 verse 14. So the friendship of the Lord is for those who fear Him, and He makes known to them His covenant. In other words, He will speak to those who fear Him, who honor Him, who revere Him, to those He wants to speak to and reveal Himself to, and those are the friends of God. Father, I pray that as we go into this day, that we would make time with You, and if we haven't done that yet, that we would set our alarms and that we spend quality time with You, like Abraham, like Moses, like Daniel. Specific times set aside. Daniel 3 times a day would draw aside and just speak to You and pray to You and talk to You as well. May we have that kind of relationship, that we make time, special time with You, and also that would develop our relationship in reverence for You, in Jesus' name.